on my way now. I'm on my way now.
Good morning. Happy Friday. I woke up this morning with what I think might be a sty in my eye. So it's either a sty or I have a blocked eyelash hair follicle. So contacts are out, glasses are in. Yes, I wear these glasses because you're really blurry right now, so it's not to look pretty, it's definitely so I can actually see and function for the day. Damn it, it's cold this morning. It was super foggy and now it started raining and now it's just really overcast outside, so great day to be indoors. I think I'm just gonna spend the day doing a bit of cleaning. There's actually a bit of demo we need to do downstairs, which I'm filming tomorrow to give you an update. We have changed so much of the design downstairs. I'm going to talk you through that tomorrow. We're supposed to go to the zoo with some friends. Well, we cancelled that because the weather's just meant to get worse and worse. I have not gotten fruit and veg today. The fruit and veg man wasn't open. I went super early this morning. But tomorrow, I need to get some eggs. And I don't know if I mentioned it on here last week, but there is an egg farm near where we live. So I plan tomorrow morning potentially to get up with the kids, rain, hail or shine, and go pick up some fruit and veg. They actually are really enjoying the process of getting fruit and veg. I normally do the groceries myself, bring it home, unpack it, because kids usually find that stuff really boring. But when we go to the fruit and veg man, they walk around, they touch things, they look. Little man has tried ladyfinger bananas. The week before that he tried pineapple, so he's picking things out. So I kind of like involving them in that process. So today's grocery haul is just literally my Coles order. Fruit and veg I'll be doing tomorrow, and eggs I'll be doing tomorrow. I have been told by one of my locals who I messaged asking about where I can get some egg from. She was saying you can get 30 eggs for $12. Yeah, 30 eggs for $12. So I'm keen to see if they're battery or free range, and we will buy some eggs tomorrow. But my battery's about to go flat, so I'm gonna change my battery and then flip these around, and I'm gonna show you what I got. I was a bit shocked with how little I got this week and the price, but it's kind of like a reality check to go, well, this is how much things are costing right now. So change the battery and I'll come back and show you what I got for $81.90. See, I told you it wasn't much. This is what I got for $81.90. I can get it cheaper. I could have gotten things cheaper. There are things I didn't need to get, but it's kind of just interesting to see. And I hate looking back on things because you can't change it. It is what it is. If we go through milk, we need to have milk. I can definitely buy cheaper milk. This is an extra 63 cents per litre, and I have 9 litres sitting there. But I'm choosing to support 100% Australian farmer owned Norco milk, because every cent is helping towards the flood impacts they've had down in Lismore. That's just a personal choice we have made. I could get that a bit cheaper, but even then, and I hate looking on the past because you cannot change the present for the cost of things I'm talking about. This came to $81.90. I reckon 2 years ago this would have cost about $50. I don't know if anyone else is finding a major jump on things, and these were half price. This was half price. My meat was reduced this week. I have, apart from salami, no protein. I do have custard, and I've got some packaged stuff which you can obviously make and get cheaper. I have no cat food. I have no toiletries. I have no nappies, nothing like that there. So there is definitely an increase in pricings, and we can't control it. We can make choices when things are half price to purchase, and we can look at purchasing things elsewhere. My fruit and veg is actually a lot cheaper than purchasing it from Coles or Woolies at the moment, so that is where I'll be going. I have found an egg farm I would like to try out. So there are ways around it. Yes, it takes me more time and I have to go to different locations, but I'm just doing a bit of a test to see how we can sort of work our budget out. I'm finding our budget is constantly being varied with the groceries. I mean, this week we only spent $81.90. Tomorrow I'll probably spend about $40 on fruit and veg and potentially about $10, $15 on eggs. But our weekly budget used to be like $140, $150. Then it went to $160. Now it's kind of like the $170 mark. If you watched last week's video, I did buy meat direct from a farm, Maranoa farm. It's all in my freezer, and we had spaghetti bolognese last night using the mince, which was delicious. So I buy bulk from them. That cost me $290. My latest like daily vlog that I done and cleaning, I done a comparison between Coles and Woolies from the price. That's our leftover spag bowl there. Look at that, prepping for the future weeks for some dinners. And the difference I think came into like an extra $36 or something to go direct from the farm. We have made the choice to support the farmer directly, which does cost more money. The quality of the food I'm getting direct from the farms, I'm noticing a massive difference. I don't know why. I don't know if because the larger food chains store their food in freezers or they pick it too soon. Don't know. I'm not here to explain that to you, but I have definitely noticed that our fruit and veg is redder and brighter and crunchier, and the meat we get is more meaty and redder, and I'm sorry if you feel like I hate that, it's like bloodier, like it's just more, it looks like meat. So we have made some changes that have costed us more money, but I think in the long run, I don't know, I think I'm trying to really support more farmers at the moment, given how the price of things are going up, but yet I'm seeing like my fruit and veg man is cheaper. So are prices really going up, or is it just because the larger food chains purchase from the farmer who then packages it and sends it somewhere, and then they have to send it somewhere to a warehouse, and then that warehouse has to pay for it to go into fridges or freezers, and they pay for that truck and that truck. There's a supply chain going through. When I buy direct from the farm, it's usually from the farm to me, or from the farm to the farmers markets to me. So I think I'm skipping a lot of steps along the way, which I think is helping to keep the price quite reasonable for it. If I was to go into like an actual butcher store and purchase the meat that I've gotten direct from the farm, there would be no massive price difference in there. So I'm purchasing directly from the farm. They've just opened up a butcher way out west, but I'm not paying for it to sit in a store and hope it sells. They take the orders. I think they then go and, sorry if you don't like this process, but slaughter the cattle and then prep your order from there. But anyway, let's get into, that was a nice close-up of my face then, what I got for $81.90 this week. I am going to vlog tomorrow to share with you the fruit and veg and eggs, so stay tuned for that. Milk, our usual milk, I'm still going strong. I think I'm on week 4 now with supporting the Norco. I will do it for as long as we can, or as long as I feel like doing it. I'm not gonna lie about that. Custard for the kids are loving custard. They're not loving yogurt. I think yogurt might be a bit more of a summer thing for us as we slowly work into summer, so I'll stretch out the custard as long as I can. It's a little bit cheaper, to be honest, actually no, I think the custard might work out cheaper because I get 2 kilos of custard for $7 and I get a kilo of yogurt for $5, $6. So custard's actually working out a bit cheaper, but they could drink this stuff. Like compared to yogurt, they tend to eat it. They could drink the custard. These were half price this week. I think they're just handy to have in the pantry when you can't be bothered cooking lunch or dinners. I prefer them with the no meat. So this is just like a full veggie minestrone. A couple of pieces of bread, cheese toasty sandwich, a little bit of soup. Happy to feed the kids that for dinner. These were half price. I'm glad I got them because the spaghetti bolognese I made last night, I used my last jar. So these were half price, so I grabbed 2 of those. We were out of barbecue sauce. This was not on sale. This rarely goes on sale, and I cannot get this in bulk. This is the one that we love to have, and we cannot buy this in bulk from any stores that I have seen, which is a shame because it's 375 and mils, and we do go through it. So if anyone has seen this in bulk, let me know. cream. We're going to do some scones this week. We were supposed to be going to a farm tomorrow, the zoo tomorrow with some friends. Cancelled due to the wet weather, so I was like, let's do some homemade scones and jam while we smash in some walls downstairs. Cream cheese. I am enjoying Jatz crackers, cream cheese, tomato, and freshly ground salt and pepper on top. It's kind of been like a weekend lunch platter. I'm putting out, the kids build their own with a little bit of like salami. Last week we had ham. Some strawberries on the side, some carrots cut up. We're kind of doing like just like a tasting platter. But for me personally, I'm loving cream cheese, tomato, salt and pepper on top. I might even like up the level this week and have like a little bit of pickled onion, homemade pickled onion on it. I'm just really enjoying it. Olive spread, we kind of go through one of these a week. My husband has a little bit of bread with his spread. And my son has sandwiches every single day for school. He's kind of averaging 2 sandwiches a day, and then we have toast for breakfast, or we'll have like toasted sandwiches one night. So that gets whittled down really quickly, and so does our bread. Again, the Abbott's Bakery rustic white bread is by far our favorite. These used to be $3.60 each. They are now $4 each, which I do think is on the expensive side. And we go through 3 loaves. So I think I've mentioned it before. I'll buy 2 lots of the Abbott's Bakery bread. It freezes really well. So we will always put 1 loaf in the freezer to have as backup for sandwiches. And then throughout the week, we'll sort of go through maybe like half a loaf making sandwiches. And then the other half will either get eaten for toast and that kind of thing, or put into the freezer. And then Mondays, my son does training on a Monday, so before we go to training, it's kind of like we go into the shops, little miss will pick out something to nibble on while little man does training, or I might just pick up the loaf of bread. And I buy the cheaper bakery $2.50, $3 loaf of bread, and that becomes our eat and consume straight away, because for us it doesn't freeze well. I don't like how thin it is, and I find it goes off a little bit quicker than this bread here. So these ones here freeze really well. I'm happy to spend the $4 and put them in the freezer, and then the cheaper one we'll use for like chip sandwiches, eating throughout the week, and gulp it up quite quickly, and it doesn't make it to the freezer. I hope that makes sense. Spaghetti. I love having tinned food to have in my home to feed my family for lunch or dinner or breakfast if you wanted to. I have no shame in coming home and going, kids, it's baked beans on toast for dinner, or kids, it's 2-minute noodles for dinner. I don't think there is anything wrong with that when you are that tired and the kids are just hungry. So I prefer the Watties brand. It's a Kiwi brand. I prefer the Watties spaghetti and the Watties baked beans. Cannot get hold of baked beans at the moment, and finally managed to get a tin of the spaghetti. So I usually buy it when it's on sale. It doesn't go on sale these days, and this was $2 a tin, I think. They used to be like $1.20 a tin, and then would go on sale for like $1 or 80 cents, and then they'd get more stuff coming through. So I love having these things available to eat. Not every night for dinner, and you guys would know we have broccoli and carrots and beans and that kind of stuff throughout the week, but 1 or 2 nights a week, if like we come home, my son does training 2 nights a week, and sometimes it literally is come home and the easiest thing to do is just cook some of them. Heat some of that up with a piece of toast, heat some of that up, and the kids can have some toast with it. And then if husband and I eat a bit later some nights, we'll have like toasted sandwiches with cheese in it, and that there, because the kids get hungry, and then we've got schoolwork and it's bed and the next morning. If you're a parent, you know the routine. If I'm that well organized, I think my husband took this to lunch today. No, he didn't. I will sometimes have leftovers from the night before. I have not organized my fridge very well this week at all. Let's just have a quick look through. It's not very well organized this week. I've kind of got stuff everywhere that I need to sort out, but I will usually have a leftovers from the night before. So if we come home and I don't have sometimes when I'm organized, we can come home and I'll halve the leftovers and the kids can eat, and then husband and I might sit down and maybe have like some frozen fish, or heat up some pies and do some veg. So that's 2 nights a week when we're out. I'm finding we don't get home till around 5:30, sometimes 6 o'clock. Kids are starving. and I just want to feed them and get them down. So 2 nights a week I will tend to eat without the children, and husband and I will eat later. Or what I have been doing is I bought the kids little thermos from Kmart quite a while ago, like little flask thermos, and sometimes I'll like do my kids call them curly noodles, 2-minute noodles. I'll sort of make them before I pick them up from school, and they can have them on the drive home. Or I might do like a rice and stir fry and they eat that on the way home. So that's been really useful to do that. That's just how our dinner structure is kind of working at the moment. I am finding balance. We have got a lot going on downstairs, and I just don't have a lot of time at the moment to do a lot of cooking in the freezer. That is my only freezer space, and yes, it's quite large and I'm very lucky to have it, but where we used to live, I actually had another freezer, and we got rid of that when we moved because our old house ended up flooding and we lost some stuff there. It happened, and this freezer here it's overflowing, so I can't really do bulk cooking of things at the moment. So to give me a little bit of sanity, probably every fortnight I'll do like a batch of biscuits or a batch of muffins, and then to break it up I've got some pretzels, some corn chips, and some muesli bars. So between all of that, I will give my kids lunches throughout the week. Little Miss has a lunchbox twice a week because we do a play date usually every Monday, and she does a gymnastics, and I've done such a good job lately. I think I mentioned this in one of these videos or one of my vlogs, that I'm trying really hard, not when you get to the shops, I'm hungry, and you're like, okay, let's go get a donut or something to eat, and then it comes to like $35, and then we're doing it like every week. I was like, no, this has got to stop. So I've been really good at making her a lunchbox twice a week, and then if the play date's cancelled, or if we go to a play date and she still wants a milkshake or something, or isn't hungry, she still has food there. Sometimes she'll eat it. I think I've been bitten by something, keep scratching myself. She might have it for the drive home, or when we come home, she can just open her lunchbox and eat it, and then little man just eats lunch every day in a lunchbox. So I'm definitely saving money on eating out. Yes, we will still potentially have like a coffee or a milkshake, but I'm definitely reducing down our spending when we go out and the kids are all of a sudden really hungry and need something to eat. I'm a bit more planned. The other thing, I think mine's in the wash because I took it yesterday with me, but this is my husband. I've got one, husband's got one, and the kids have got them as well. So the kids ones are like a smaller version. These are the Lux, like they're a reusable coffee cup. These are the Luxy ones. The only thing I don't love about them is the glass, so it's not insulated here, and it's got like the drinking spout and a little hole, so it's actually spillable. And they're not cheap, but I'm looking at getting one of the Frank green ones where I can make myself a coffee, seal it up, it's like a thermo, and put it into the thermo Frank green coffee cups. I think that might even stop me from having coffees when we go out. I can be like, no, I've got my coffee here, we'll just sit in the grass and have something, or we can sit down on a bench and eat, or maybe I just get a little Miss and milkshake and I can sip on my coffee, for example, because coffees, you're looking at like $4.50, $6 for a coffee. So but I'm just trying to work out, is it worth investing like $40 for this coffee cup? And I've looked at quite a few, and this is the one that I think would work best. I love those ones there. I just don't love that the glass isn't insulated, so it cools down, not quickly, but it does cool down, and I can't like have forceps and put it in my bag because it's got the holes and it spills everywhere. They do have like plugs you can buy for them, but it's like this big and I would just lose it. So I'm looking at doing that. So there's some things I'm looking at doing in savings. That are they coffee related? Because I want a coffee. Are they food related? No. But on the topic of coffee, I'm still here. I haven't been able to find my coffee. We're doing instant. Our coffee machine died, and I refuse to go and buy a coffee machine because we have a goal to save money for other renos and not get one until this kitchen is done. Whether that's 2 years, 3 years, 2 months, 3 months, we don't know at the moment. The price of building stuff, kind of like doing this, we just don't know. We've saved a bucket load of money in some things, and the other things we're like, whoa, we didn't expect that. For example, next week we've got to get a TV antenna replaced. Ours is analog. that ended in 2008 and it needs to get changed to digital. Anyway, off topic, back to grocery stuff. I wanted to go into Coles and look at the coffees. I need to know, like, where's the intensity, which one's strong, what does it look like? And I finally found one and I tried it this morning and I'm actually really impressed, and the price of it was really good. So if you're a coffee person and you don't have a coffee machine, I miss my coffee machine, but we do not have one, and we're going to instant. My husband likes a really bitter, strong coffee. I don't. I found this one here. It's the Nescafe Gold Smooth taste and silky cream, intensity 3. So it's not really intense and bitter. It's a very smooth coffee to drink, and I really like it. Even when you like open the lid of it, you know how sometimes you get like a real heated coffee. This here is like really mild. It's like I can really breathe that in, and I actually love the smell of it. So I grabbed that. How much it was, I don't know. I just wanted to get something because I was out of coffee. I bought this one ages ago, and I actually find not a lover of it, which is the Nescafe Blend 43. I swear every office kitchen has a jar of this sitting somewhere. This is definitely one I prefer. The other one I had was, oh, I can't remember the brand of it because I've emptied the jar and I've thrown the jar out. But it was really nice. It was probably twice the price of the jar I've just purchased. But I can't find my other one. But that one there, if you're looking for a good coffee, is really creamy, not bitter at all. So that's the only thing I've purchased this week. That was a bit of a, I want to go into the shop and actually look. But that is the grocery haul for the week. Should we do a quick sort of look through and see what I can come up with dinner ideas for the week? Let me chuck my stuff in the fridge and I'm going to come back. All right, pantry stuff can get put away later. I have a kettle on, so let's get talking through dinners for the week. I'm going to do some fish. I've actually got, my freezer is really packed. So if I keep showing you the same thing week after week, it's because I've got like excess stock sitting throughout. So I've got chicken nuggets here. I'm pretty sure these ones are fish. That's a fish one in there. And that is fish underneath in that one there again. So we're actually enjoying fish at the moment. So I think I'm gonna do fish, maybe chips, and like a warmish kind of salad this week. That's what I'm leaning towards, depending on what the weather does. I think that's what I will do. This is my meat from the farm. I'm tempted to do like a lamb shanks or roast lamb. I'll see how we go. The options are there. It's easy to do. I already have the ingredients, and then any fruit and veg I buy this week is kind of like just another top up. So I can definitely cook something there this week. We had meat pies last week, so I won't do them this week. I'll give the family a break from that. Now, I think I had a pumpkin. This is how full I am. I think I had a pumpkin soup. They're not pumpkin soups. They are... Oh, look, a whole loaf of bread sitting there. They're apple juices. We will do sausages. I got pork sausages. So let's do sausages and mashed potato and veg this week. Pumpkin soup. We can do a pumpkin soup. These are frozen beans I purchased the other week from Coles. Oh, maybe like 3 weeks ago. My kids love them. Absolutely love them. We are smashing beans, frozen beans, every night for dinner. Fantastic. They didn't love the frozen broccoli and cauliflower as much. They found it got like a little bit watery. Frozen beans though, absolute win. I've actually got another bag of like frozen chips down there, so we'll definitely use those maybe for like chip sandwiches. Who knows? I'll come up with something for that. I've got so much. I actually don't know what's in all of there, but there is a lot of mince, which is fine because it's going to last me quite some time. What have I come up with so far? I've got sausages. No, we're eating sausages already for the week. Chicken. I should have underneath that bread. I do. Chicken breast fillets. There are 4 4 chicken breast fillets in there. And what I was planning to do this week, because when I was making the spag bowl last night, I saw them. I've got a Canton sweet and sour. I've actually got a video I need to finish editing about my pantry. It's coming. So I'm gonna do a sweet and sour Canton chicken, and I'm also gonna do a honey mustard chicken. So I'll get rid of those two, which means those two can just sit straight into there, which is perfect. That's my chicken gone. If I don't feel like doing that, I could also do like a green. I've got like plenty of like curry paste and that kind of thing. I just love to keep on hand. So I've got a korma and I've got a green chicken, probably a bit on the spicier side for the children. So I've got a couple of dishes there we can do. I can do my soups if I wanted to. I could do my beans or spaghetti on toast. It's highly likely the kids will end up having noodles this week. I've got my rice dishes, so I'm gonna do my 2 chicken things down there. So I think I'm set. I think I've got plenty of options by running through my freezer on what we can have for this week. And look, I'm not gonna be, worst case scenario, we can do toasted sandwiches. Cheese, tomato, onion, toasted sandwiches. Love them. Another good one that I used to have, my auntie taught me this from England, is, what is it? What's the corn? Creamed corn, a can of creamed corn with a slice of cheese on it and then toast it. It's really, really yum. But anyway, important thing is grocery haul is done. Itty bitty grocery haul this week. I don't feel like I got much, but fruit, veg and eggs are coming tomorrow. So I will film that for you. I hope you enjoyed the chat on food prices and how we're kind of all just surviving from it. My fruit and veg garden is growing so good. I cannot wait until I can start harvesting things. It is definitely a slow process when you realize that you're planting an actual seed and it takes 90 days at least to form into something. It's a lot slower getting there than I was like, oh yeah, we'll be able to pick some stuff soon. No, not as quick as I was wanting. It's teaching me to slow down a lot and my kids are loving it. But fruit and veggie gardens, they're not hard to do. Pots, veggie garden, piece of dirt, you can grow something that you use from home. There's no point in growing basil if you just don't use that regularly. So I've been very selective on the things that we have planted for the things that we will actually end up harvesting and using. But I hope you enjoyed today's video. I hope it's given you a bit more of a chat and a see around planning and balance and the price of things, and if you need to get more savvy. I mean, you can only go through so many tips. Buy when they're half price, stockpiling, buy when it's on sale, stock up when it's on sale, buy local, don't do the, like, it gets to the point where you can only do so much and the money still has to get spent. It's just being very mindful and don't waste the food, so you're not wasting money. Because you throw food out, you're literally throwing money out. But I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm gonna get this edited right now for you with my cup of tea, and I'm not gonna lie, probably 2 of these. Stay warm, stay dry, and we'll talk soon. Bye.
I don't wanna be dragged in a box. I just wanna go my own way. 'Cause I am on my